I don't know.
It was the Red Bull event.
Yeah, the Red Bull when Frenzy.
Oh, they're getting right into it.
When Frenzy went like insane and beat everybody. So, and I play a lot versus Frenzy like after a tournament, and he's on the practice right now. He got the time. He's quarantine practice, and he's super ready. As also, Solobattle is always ready because he's, as his nickname saying, like always training in the dark. So let's see what kind of new like rest setup he has for today.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see. I think this matchup is a matchup where, so with Puff, everyone talks about how easy it is for Puff. I've got a pretty decent Puff secondary, and I have to say that
we
Puff.
played yesterday.
Oh yeah, right. But yeah, Puff has a. Yes, we did. But this matchup and basically Fox and Falco, both of them. What happens is Puff. There are a lot of situations where it looks easy if you have the exact correct like response, but I think you can. A lot of the time, it's very easy for Fox and Falco to just play their game plan, and then they find the one thing the Puff main doesn't know how to deal with. And then, they win for free. Sort of like what happened with Prof, where, he just got to build free damage. And I think Solobattle is the only Puff in Europe where that doesn't happen. And I think he has all the tools necessary to beat Frenzy. So I think this is the Puff where Frenzy has to play so on point. And it's if Solobattle wins, it's going to look easy. And if he loses, it's going to look so rough for Frenzy. He's going to have to work so hard.
Yeah.
And that...
Yeah,
but I look forward to seeing this.
Yeah. When I actually warm up a Solobattle like a couple of 2 hours ago for this match specifically, and he after playing only 5 matches that gave me like 4, he destroyed me pretty hard. I was good. He was super crazy red setups. He literally told me I can't keep warming up. This matchup is burning me. Looks like he put all his brain of playing or getting that punish red setups.
Wait, that was such an insanely unfortunate positioning for Solobattle. So he got down aired from above the side platform and died. But
and those downers, Mango. Ooh, oh, he missed it. Oh,
what a crazy pound!
Wow, those downers, I saw a lot. Bobby Big's balls having those between close to platform, close to it versus path or even versus page when you throw almost random downers, but sometimes if you catch the perfect angle, you can give those floaties pretty fast.
Yeah, if the floaty DIs out, which they want to do at those percents against other moves, then they die from the downer. And that was exactly what happened there. But as soon as Solo respawned, he immediately got the kill right back. And he had a comfortable lead. So right now, even though Frenzy got that free kill, he still has to work very hard to, get back. And this situation, I always think about it like this. This is the exact situation where if Solo gets to live longer, then he kind of he doesn't even have to do anything. As long as he gets to take damage but not die, then it's fine. But as soon as the stocks become even, it's so much harder for Puff. Because if he misses a rest at 140%, oh, he just dies and it's even. Now, that's the game over. And right here, we have to see what's going to happen. But this is looking very close right now. Very tense first game.
Yeah, I like those versus mid Solo decide to throw a lot of dash attacks, straight dash attacks overall to put me in the ledge. And I don't think they're working as good as Bleed right now. But now Frenzy takes the comeback with
the up air rests. That is exactly what Puff needs. Sharking with that up air. So Puff's up air is one of the best up airs in the game, but not only for the reason that it combos into up air into rest, but because it has such an amazing hitbox and it's out for quite a long time actually. So right there, it's so hard for Falco to avoid. Fox, he can jump and land on the platform and jump again, but Falco, if he full jumps, he's so high up and Puff can catch that. So it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for Puff to shark Falco with that up, with those up airs than it is to shark Fox. Oh
yeah. What do you think about Falco's up throw in this matchup, Big Quick?
I think it's a very interesting throw because it it's extremely hard for Puff to SDI out of compared to what it feels like it should be. It's a very unconventional timing, and if you don't SDI perfectly, it actually like pseudo true combos that kill percent into up air. So a lot of time up for up air, you'll see it a lot. But even if you miss, that's the big thing with it, is even if you miss the combo, Falco doesn't really put himself at risk because Puff is so far up.
Yeah,
So, So I think going for up throws is just really good overall because it's not very risky, and you do like an aerial and then you're still in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. And also, I am asking because I don't know how true is this, but West Balls literally told me that he preferred to play at least versus Peach versus Armada in PAL because he said, and I have no idea if it's true. That's why maybe you know. Ooh, no, not West.
It is a okay. So
West Balls told me that PAL is better the up throw because it seems that Armada couldn't like SDI as well.
No, so what happens is in NTSC, some characters can SDI it and or they can pick which direction they want to go. This is character specific. I actually don't know if it applies to Peach, but it does for Fox. So in NTSC, if I hold to the right, I go to the right. If I hold to the left, I go to the left. But in PAL, that doesn't happen. You always go to the same direction, and that makes it so much more consistent for Falco to follow up.
Yeah,
but I think that's character weight dependence. I actually don't know if it's different for Peach, but I know it's different for Fox.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
But so game one, Solo went in with a huge lead with that immediate early kill, and this game he didn't get that, and I think this is the two-sided. The second bad side of playing Puff is that if you get that early kill, it can look impossible to play against. It looks so easy to win, but when you're down like this, you can't use rest. You sort of have to get gims. A lot of your moves they're minus on hit.
Yeah, with a simple down tilt, it's over. And we don't see as many classic friends is doing. Unless versus me, he's doing like way more up smashes than we used to see versus Falco. I'm seeing like a lot of like practice to kill floaties, so like medium like I'm high percent. So I like it.
So up smash is really interesting for Falco because it's actually a little bit bigger than Fox's, but the most important thing with it, even if it isn't that strong, the same as all his other moves, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit bigger, but the most important thing is that most of the time they don't want to use it. So because they don't want to use it, it creates this sort of blind spot where you can expect that Puff can sort of hover there and be safe. But if you just throw out the up smash, because they always want to be in that position, it hits so frequently. It just covers a positioning that Falco really struggles to deal with without up smash. But right there, up throw rest, we've seen it 100 times before.
I like that up throw rest because for me, I would do like, if I was the Path, I would do like a jump trying, a full hop trying to catch Frenzy. But here's like soar hop, move, wait for the Falco to fall down and get the rest. And then we have another one.
Yup. The first one was actually really interesting because Frenzy actually hit the DI. He hit a slight DI, and that's something I think a lot of Puffs struggle with and don't quite understand, is that it actually does still true combo on slight DI. So that was really good awareness by Solo to, realize that, oh, I hit a rest, I hit an up throw, and he hit the DI, but he only hit it halfway. And because of that, it's still a free combo. But Frenzy's somehow been cleaning these up, and Falco had such an easy time building percent. He generally struggles with killing, but this game, he's just hit the down airs, and we saw this too.
Yeah, the down air in the classy, I think export in some ways by Big Balls, who lose like so many downers, dead chase around platforms and in the stage. And it's like working pretty good for Frenzy.
So that's actually a read, it's not a reaction, but the thing with it is that it's so risk-free, and if you hit it, you get so much damage and kills that it's still really, really good to just, guess those techs with the down air. And Frenzy, it's really been working out for him. Oh, unfortunate by Solo there. Solo did a down air from ledge, and Puff's aerials, including down air, they auto-cancel from ledge. So if he hits the down air there, it true combos into grab way easier than it normally does. But he got the light shield instead of the grab.
Oh
so
yeah,
he-
that's a pretty classic. And also with Puff. I think happens so much with Puff.
yeah. But even then, even though he didn't get that, what should have been a free kill, effectively, he still got the stock lead, and now he's in this very comfortable position. So his Puff here, up for rest isn't gonna kill until they're at 10%, and Bear doesn't knock down until 38 or something. So,
No,
all-
so
so
I like how he respect that he's not gonna get the rest, but he got 70%. So it's
Yes.
still, even he didn't got a rest, he got like so much damage, and that's a pretty good stuff with Jigglypuff.
it's super important because so there's a few thresholds you want to hit. You want to hit 10%, so you're up for rest kills, so your rest kills, normally, and you want to hit 40% because that's when all your aerials start knocking down. So he realized he wasn't gonna hit the rest, but he has a stock lead, so it was so important for him to get Falco up to 40%. Because now back here, it suddenly becomes so threatening. Because if he hits it, it's a knockdown, and then that's a tech chase and then a kill, or an edge guard and a kill, and that's exactly what happened there. He got all that percent, and a random bear, it just led to the kill.
Yeah, now I'm pretty interested because I'm not familiar in that situation which states if it's gonna be like Pokemon on FD, because a lot of like people counter pick Puff on FD, but in Falco case, I don't know which better honestly.
I think it depends a lot. I think it depends on what type of Puff you're playing. So this stage is nice in that you kill earlier, but you also give them the platform to mix up. So
like he do down edge cancel, but Frenzy react to the down edge cancel and slide offside. That was crazy.
Yeah, he goes for that against like everyone, and it's one of those things where it really catches even top players by surprise because it's not something you expect. Right there. That was the exact situation where the up throw, it links so perfectly, and it's so difficult to SDI that even though Puff was at 100%, Falco just jumps up and gets the up air, and that's so much harder to get out of than it looks. So something to keep in mind is that at kill percent, Falco up throw up air is actually very legitimate, and it tied up the game, which is actually kind of amazing because Falco's biggest problem in this matchup is not building damage, it's killing. So that's why even though you give Puff the side platforms, the fact that you kill from the top like 10-20% earlier, that makes such a huge difference. So I think that's why Frenzy picked this, because he can get those up throw, he can get up smash, take chase, rest.
I like how they grab, and instead of like a straight throw, he wait a bit to like bait his DI and then up throw and got the rest.
So right there, very interesting. When Puff attacks on F smash, you don't want to do down smash, you want to do a down tilt. So Solobattle correctly, perfectly attack the F smash, and then he survived because Frenzy did a down smash instead of down tilt.
Well, I like that F tilt. I like that F tilt trying to cover the full. We never see a Jiggly.
Oh, he's dead! That's why Puff is so good on the platform. That was a fully spaced full jump back here. But Falco, he commits so much by full jumping that Puff just has to drop through the platform. Oh, but he brings it right back. He just has to drop through the platform and then double jump up air. And that's what Solobattle did. But right again, Frenzy brings it back. And we have this again, the last stock situation. Oh, this is what he wants.
He won!